when the world goes loud, silence is not a strategy for success. There's one thing that you need to know about managing crisis on social media during social movements, and that thing is that when the world goes loud, silence is not a strategy for success. That's like trying to stand still during a stampede and hoping that nothing bad happens. Let me tell you a quick story. About 10 years ago, when we started offering digital media services, most of our clients were very averse to getting on social media. In fact, most of them felt like Twitter was a space that needed to be given a wide berth because that's where all the pundits were, that's where people went to complain about brands, and that's really where they felt there was too much risk. Specifically, we had clients who told us that their products and services were too premium for Twitter. One specific client in that space maintained that position and refused to have a social media presence until one day a crisis emerged. One of these scandals, a lot of money was stolen, and their CEO was pictured next to another CEO who was directly involved in this scandal. And in that time, they not only lost employees and lost a lot of goodwill from the public, they also lost clients and they lost business. And that was the first and last time that we saw them on social media. I say that to say that it's important to remember that staying quiet doesn't do anything when the conversation is already happening, especially when it comes to social movements. One of the foremost experts on crisis management, Fred Garcia, once said that the biggest predictor of loss of trust and confidence, of loss of reputation, and of financial and operational harm is the perception that the organization or the leader does not care. Silence is a really good way to look like you don't care, especially during social movements. Just to be clear, this doesn't mean that your brand should go out there and be saying all the things that they care about and all the things that they believe in and all the good things that they're doing. But what it means is that you need a strategy that can work for you when crisis happens. At the bare minimum, you need a quick response that you can put out during the golden hour. And to quote Fred Garcia again, there are 5 things that you can always say that are always important to say in that golden hour, in that first hour after a crisis hits. Those 5 things are: first, to acknowledge what has happened; second, to express empathy; third is to explain your values; fourth is to explain your approach; and then the 5th is to explain your commitment. Once you have these 5 things done, then you at least have made it past that first hour and you're able to at least look like you do care, that you're not silent and you're not indifferent to what is happening. Beyond that, what you need is a proper strategy, and that is what we're going to be discussing on November 1st at Converge 6. So please come through. There's going to be a bunch of amazing experts and a bunch of very knowledgeable people sharing their experience, sharing their expertise, sharing their perspectives on what to do when crisis strikes, especially during social movements. So come, join us, let's converse at Converge.